It's very good.
I really am looking forward to seeing this relationship develop. I don't know. I just got that feeling. Listen, man.
Me thinking you'd take me to the dance and see me all dressed up and realize you actually have feelings for me, Norman Bates, because you do, but you're just too stupid to know it.
By the time you stood up for yourself, Emma, he's gonna kill her?
Are you ready?
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some more Lost. Season 4, the shortest season we're going to have out of the first 4 seasons. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, this is a short season, and I think the rest of the seasons are short. This has been one of the most confusing, interesting, intriguing TV show that I've ever watched. And I have to say, every week, I mean, today is Christmas Eve and I'm recording Lost, right? Today is Christmas Eve, not time to spend with the family yet, but either way, it is a great day nonetheless, right? Because I get to watch some more Lost. So it's gonna be incredible. Anyways, without no further ado, things are getting riled up. Things are getting even crazier. As soon as a few of my questions get answered, more mysteries pop up. It's getting crazy. Anyways, let's jump into the reaction. And I will see you guys right after for the review. Make sure to go check out the Patreon if you guys want to watch ahead as well. Link is down in the description. Let's go. Yeah.
These are the last 2 eggs.
Why did you move me from the rec room down here?
I wanted you under my own roof. Actually, I was hoping you would share, Ben. Seeing as you claim to have a spy on his ship.
Couldn't find the cabin. You can't make contact with Jacob. You're so desperate to figure out what to do next. You're even asking me for help. And you're more lost than you ever were.
Well, thanks for
I know
telling
what
me
you're
that,
trying
Ben.
to do. It's not gonna work.
Excellent, John. You're evolving.
Kind of weird, ain't it? Sitting on porches, drinking coffee out of mugs. So after I kick out Hugo,
I'm not moving in with you, James.
well, then why did you stay?
That's none of your business.
If you're spying for Jack,
I'm not spying for anyone.
so why don't you tell
Because
me?
I don't trust you.
See you later then.
I don't know what's the deal with Kate. Also an
You ready?
anomaly as well.
Is there a back entrance?
Yeah,
Never
but
know
you're
what
in
she's
front door.
thinking.
With your head held high, okay?
Is this a flash forward to?
The bailiff will read the counts. Will the defendant please rise?
Catherine Ann Austin, you are charged with fraud, murder in the first degree. Miss Austin, how do you plead?
I know you're not about to say not guilty.
Not guilty.
Oh my God.
Thus entered. I'll now hear argument on bail.
My client's been free pending arraignment. Now suddenly she's a flight risk?
She's the very definition of a flight risk.
She has one of the most recognizable faces in America. Where's she going to run?
You're hereby remanded into federal custody for the duration of your trial.
Your Honor,
Bailiff, please take the defendant into custody.
Hey,
Sorry.
I can't. All right. First of all, you can't in your right mind defend Kate. Like, there's no defending her. She did all of those things. You get what I'm saying? And we know that she did all of these things. right? She's been running from the law for however long before the plane crash, right? She's been running. So I can't in my right mind sit here and defend the fact, like, I can understand if they have leniency because of the plane crash. You know what I'm saying? And, being stranded on an island, I can understand if they have leniency. But for her to look at this judge with a straight face and say, not guilty, bruh, the delusion. Yo, how does she expect this to play out, man? Like, for real, for real. Like, how does she expect this to play out? Like, I don't know what to say. As much as I would say, okay, have some leniency because of what, she had to go through the island and all of that, is just like, bruh.
What can I do for you?
I want to talk to Miles. Where are you keeping him?
Why do you need to talk to him?
Well, that's personal.
No. But this is not a democracy.
Then I guess that makes it a dictatorship.
If I was a dictator, I would just shoot you and go about my day.
You bringing that to Miles?
Yeah.
Yeah, Locke asked me to do it.
Cool. That dude creeps me out.
He's still in the rec room, right?
No, I moved him to the boathouse.
Sorry.
You're not gonna let him go, are you?
No. No, I promise.
Just don't tell Locke it was me.
Do you know who I am?
Excuse me?
Do you know who I am?
I'll tell you what you want to know. But you gotta do something for me first.
I'm not letting you go.
I don't want to be let go. You bring him to me. And I will tell you everything I know about you.
Who?
Ben. How the hell are you gonna get Ben out here?
Listen, the DA's decided to try this case herself, which means they're gonna do the full court press, and we need to start talking about cutting a deal. If you go to trial, Kate, you're looking at 20 years on each count, not to mention a life sentence on the murder charge.
No.
Kate, you confessed to your mother that you killed your father, and now she's their star witness. You know. I see we've got one shot at this.
What's that?
To make it about character.
What do you mean who I am?
I want him in the courtroom.
Absolutely not.
We need him, Kate. It'll generate tremendous sympathy.
Duncan, listen to me. You are not bringing him in here. You are not using my son.
Kate has a son?
Here, I got him.
Are they foreshadowing that she ends up with Aaron?
It's okay.
Don't fire me, okay?
What?
We got killed in the opening. I had to do this.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not surprising that Jack came to her
Could you
defense.
please tell the ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
A character witness.
Is
Let's
there any of you
hear
who
what
don't
he
read
says.
newspapers or the internet or watch television? How you met the defendant?
Kate, Miss Austin, and I were both passengers on Oceanic Flight 815, which crash landed on an island in the South Pacific. I did learn that eventually, yes.
From the U.S. Marshal?
No, the Marshal died in the crash. I
Lies.
spoke to him. Miss Austin told me.
Lies. Jack really out here lying for her.
Never. Just assumed that there'd been some kind of mistake.
And why would you think that?
Only 8 of us survived the crash. We landed in the water. I was hurt pretty badly.
Only 8. Why are they
She gave
not
us
telling
first
the
aid,
truth?
Water, found food, made shelter. She tried to save the other 2, but they didn't.
Stop. This is my trial, and I don't want him to say anything else.
It's fine. I have no more questions, Your Honor.
I only have one question for you. Do you love the defendant?
Objection.
You open this door, Mr. Forrester. I'm going to allow it.
No,
Another lie.
not anymore.
Not anymore. Okay.
I want to use you for something.
See? Wasn't that hard. For what?
For Ben.
Want to play some backgammon?
You're on.
But I ain't so sure about it, Kate.
What do you mean?
I need your word you ain't gonna do nothing to her.
You have my word.
She came to me about an hour ago. Said she wanted my help busting Ben out of your basement. Told her to bring Ben down to him for a chat.
No, that's impossible. She doesn't even know where Miles is.
What? The boathouse down by the dock? If Hugo knows, everybody knows. Whoa, where are you going with that?
Whatever Miles has to say to Ben, you can say to me.
John, you gonna catch you with this ruse? They're trying to get you out of there. I wouldn't be surprised if Sawyer, this was the whole reverse psychology plan.
How about some privacy?
55 seconds.
You know who I am?
Yes.
You know he's put a lot of time and energy into finding you.
Okay.
So now I found you, where I can lie and tell him you're already dead.
This is all about
I'd be
money.
willing to do that for $3.2 million.
3.2. Why not 3.3 or 3.4?
He's very specific.
What makes you think I have access to that kind of money?
Like, I don't know who you are and what you can do.
Your friend Charlotte has seen me. She knows I'm alive.
I'll take care of Charlotte. Ooh, this is hot.
You got your meeting. Now I want my answer.
You're wanted for murder, fraud, arson, a whole bunch of other stuff I can't remember. You're a fugitive. Who knows, maybe you didn't survive the crash.
Nothing to do with you.
Go back to your house, Kate!
I don't need to know why you did what you did, Kate. I just need to know what they said to each other.
Told Ben that he would lie to the people he works for on the boat. Tell them that Ben was dead for $3.2 million. I asked you where he was.
You're not welcome here anymore. I want you gone by morning.
Wow, didn't see that coming. It was such a dumb reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand how people like her character, bro, because it was such a dumb reason why she broke the dude to go through all of that trouble just so the guy could tell you if they know who you are. It's I don't know. Maybe it'll make sense later why she did that. Died.
I worked it out so you two can have a few minutes of privacy.
I don't need any privacy.
You need to talk to her, Kate.
Was it true, what he said? Dr. Shepard. Why won't you talk to me?
Because, Mom, the last time I tried to talk to you when you got sick, when I risked my life to see you, you screamed for help and called the police.
Please.
Acting like she's blameless in this situation, though.
Why are you here?
It all changed when I thought you were dead. My doctors have given me 6 months to live for the last 4 years. I don't know how long I'm going to last. I don't want to testify against you.
Man, at the end of the day, she's still her daughter.
Then don't. You came here to make a deal.
Just want to meet him.
I don't want you anywhere near him. We're finished. We're finished.
Weird. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying really hard. I'm trying really hard to understand Kate's character. Because, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't take away from what I've said about her before, which is she acts really selfish. She thinks she's doing things in, like, she fools herself into thinking that she's doing things for the greater good, which ends up being something that will always benefit her in the long run. You get what I'm saying? It's weird because I understand when, other people will say certain things about her character, and I'm like, yeah, but, you know what I'm saying? It's, yeah, she went back to see her mom. She heard her mom was dying. She did go back to see her mom, and that stuff is commendable, certainly. But also, you got to look. She put herself in that predicament in the first place. Like, you can't. It's hard to look at this one thing when somebody has done these big things. It's hard. I can understand if we're looking at forgiving her for certain things. As I said, I can understand if they decide to give her leniency because of whatever happened on the island. We still don't know what really happened on the island, right? I can totally understand that. But at the end of the day, it's just like there's all these other stuff that's just looming over her life and the stuff that she's done. Now she's having a conversation with her mother. His mother's like, look, I don't want to testify against you. I just want to meet my grandson. Like, and now she's acting different. Like, anybody in that position would be like, that's it? To get you to not, you're the star witness that the prosecution have. Like, why wouldn't you take that, whether you want to look at it as a deal or not? Like, are you trying to punish yourself? Did you turn into Sawyer all of a sudden? Like, and then again, it seems like it doesn't seem, because I was thinking that maybe, just as a thought, I thought that maybe Claire died and she ends up with Aaron coming home, because it said the 8th, what they call them, I don't even remember what they call themselves, only 8 people. Jack is lying on the stand saying only 8 of them survived the crash. Like, things are getting weird because these flash forwards are like creating more questions for us, because it's like, what the hell happened? Why is Jack out here calling Kate a hero? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not there yet. Let's continue. Yeah, I know it was.
Since I'm not trusting both of us.
That's what I said.
Gone by tomorrow.
You could stay right here. This is my house.
I wonder whose baby it is. It's probably Sawyer's baby. Apparently Sawyer doesn't have a problem with being used by Kate.
Time. Okay.
Calling your boat all day. Why isn't anyone answering?
We're here. How should we know? If they're not answering, then
Are
they're
you
probably...
telling me there is only one line on that boat? Put it on speaker.
Gina, it's Charlotte.
Why are you calling me on this number?
Minkowski wasn't answering. The people on the island want to talk to their friends, make sure they're all right. Frank took them up in the helicopter.
What do you mean they took off? I thought the helicopter was with you.
Probably got lost because the damn island is so finicky.
I realized that when I tied you up in here the other day, I made the mistake of failing to introduce myself. My name is John Locke, and I'm responsible for the well-being of this island. I learned something yesterday. No use having rules if there's no punishment for breaking them. You'll be fine if you bite down on the trigger.
resist after that. Oh, I'll keep you safe then.
No.
Come on. Why? All right. You still think you might be pregnant?
I'm not worried. Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, woo!
Would it have been the worst thing in the world?
Yes, it would have been the worst thing in the world. You crawl up in my bed 1 second, and the next you just...
Goodbye, James.
Don't make this about me, Kate. You didn't want a baby any more than I did. It's all right, Freckles. I ain't gonna hold it against you. I'm just gonna sit right here in my comfy bed. Because in about a week, you'll find some reason to get pissed at Jack and bounce right back to me.
Well, you ain't lying about it, Kate. It's the truth. And he knows it, but he doesn't mind.
Unfortunately, Your Honor, our chief witness, Diane Jansen, the mother of the defendant, is unable to testify because of medical reasons.
How long will you need?
I can't say right now. We have to talk.
She still decided not to
My key
testify.
witness spoke to her daughter yesterday, and now she's got cold feet.
No jail time. Kate Austin is a worldwide hero who saved 5 other people's lives after a plane crash and nearly starved to death on a deserted island. And after all that, you put this woman on trial for rescuing her mother from an abusive husband.
All right. Time served plus 10 years probation and agreement that she does not leave the state.
What does that matter? She can go anywhere.
I'll take it. I just want this to be over.
I can do that. 10 years probation, and you stay put.
He owed me one.
Thank you for saying what you did.
I just wanted to tell you that what I said in there, I didn't mean it.
I'm not surprised that he's still in love with her, actually. I'm not surprised.
You want to follow me? Come by for a visit.
I actually have to get over to the hospital.
I know why you don't want to see the baby, Jack. But until you do, until you want to, there's no you and me going for coffee. If at any time you change your mind, come and see us.
Yeah.
Is he the father?
Okay.
It's because it's Sawyer's baby. Why Jack don't want to see the baby? Because, you know.
Hi, Aaron.
That's the same thing I was saying. I was saying earlier that there's some foreshadowing going there. That was the first thought that I had, was that it's going to end up that something is going to happen to Claire. I think I did say it earlier. I forgot already. I think I did say it earlier, and then I changed my mind about it because I was thinking that they were foreshadowing, you know, she ends up having Aaron, so it's not her baby, right? She ends up, but then again, I mean, if this is Aaron, let's talk about it. Let me go to my script, because not if, right? This is Aaron, so that simply means, but then again, it doesn't explain why Jack doesn't want to see him. That is not explained. You know what I mean? So I'm still a little confused on that. It's like, why doesn't Jack want to see Aaron? You know what I'm saying? Because she's like, I know why you don't want to see him. And I'm thinking, I'm like, I can't come up with a reason now that it's revealed that it is Aaron, because, you know, I don't know what to think, but this was a great episode. Again, about Kate. You guys know how I feel about her character, and as I said, totally understandable if, you know, as we can see in the future, if they have leniency on her because of what happened on the island, even though pretty much all they're hearing about is all lies. You know, totally understandable if they want to give her leniency at this point, because she hasn't really done anything like, you know, she hasn't really committed any crimes per se while she was on the island. So overall, I'm never saying that Kate is just this horrible person, right? She did the stuff for a reason, but you still have to pay for those crimes, because they're crimes. Even though you committed murder, cold-blooded murder, right? Killed somebody, you can't expect not to pay for that. It was not in self-defense, because you were defending somebody else, and not a defenseless person for that matter. Your mom decided to be with that person, right? So you can't take matters into your own hands and decide, oh, I'm gonna kill that person for my mom, because, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that and not expect to go to jail. Then you're on the run. You got your old friend, your high school sweetheart, if you will. You get him killed. Pretty much, it was your fault why he got killed, because he wouldn't have been in that car if you didn't have went to visit your mom. So in turn, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that Kate does very selfishly, and it ends up being bad. Right? It just ends up being bad. And here she is again doing stuff for her own purposes on the island again, as we can see her with Sawyer, as we can see her with the situation between her, Jack, and Sawyer, and also with the situation as well with what it's just like, why you went through all of this ubbly to find out if they know who you are? There's got to be some significance to that later, because it's not really making any sense to me, because it's like, why did you go through all of this? Or maybe she thought that she was going to learn something between the conversation between Miles and Ben. But all she really wanted to know is if they know who she is. Like, yeah, they know who you are. So what, you're planning to run again? Is that what it is? It's just like, oh, if they know who you are, it's just like, we can pretend that you're dead. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird for me and how I feel about Kate's character, because it's just like, I feel like in some ways she has redeemed herself through her stint on the island and the stuff that, you know, I've seen her do on the island, the little bit of empathy that she shows at times. And it's like, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, you know, now that she's back, that she should serve some jail time, but you can't argue against the charges. She did do those things. So if she does end up going to prison, you can't say, well, she doesn't deserve it, because she did do those things, right? And she pled not guilty, which is so freaking bold, right? Got Jack come up in there and you know, lying on the stand. Listen, I don't know what happens. I don't know how they became the only 8 people who's survived this thing. It's crazy, because now we're seeing what plays out, but in some ways it's like what we're seeing in the flash forwards might not be what actually happens. This might just be a scenario. It could be just a scenario of what could possibly happen, or maybe they're just showing us the ending right now. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy, and it's a brilliant concept, and I love it. Love me some Lost. Let's get to the next episode. You guys can wait till another day. So leave a like, leave a comment. Catch you guys for the next one, man. Peace. Yeah.